Singapore prides itself as being a meritocratic nation, which means that every individual is rewarded regardless of social rank, job position, higher income, or prestige. While a meritocratic system in Singapore ensures that all students get a level playing field, does it ensure that every individual has equal access to these opportunities?
While the school may provide you with certain advantages and certain opportunities to pursue your interests in whatever field, at the end of it, if you do not have a financial capability or what the school will deem as your academic grades to qualify, then you do not get the same access to these opportunities.
But the fact remains that they might be facing some sort of financial difficulties, and because of this, they are less willing to approach these opportunities because it is a very well-known fact that exchange program or NOC will cost tons and tons of money.
Professor Jason Tan from the National Institute of Education further explains this notion.
There's been growing public discourse of late and of course over the past few decades about the fact that there isn't a perfectly level playing field for all Singaporeans to compete on. And you can see this right at the start of children's schooling in the criteria for primary school admission. If you look at all of those criteria in detail, you will see that in fact all of those criteria have exactly nothing to do with the individual child, and they have everything to do rather with the child's home background.
While discussion about the failure of the meritocratic system at the school level is common, university students too face a similar plight. Singaporean universities offer ample opportunities to students to gain exposure through programs such as student exchange, summer school, and the NUS Overseas College. Studying in prestigious foreign institutions on a student exchange or working in startups in the Silicon Valley through the NUS Overseas College would give participants an edge over other students. However, these programs have an exorbitant price attached to them that many deserving students might not be able to afford.
For my case, I actually applied for exchange a few semesters back and I got it, but I in the end had to reject it because I didn't have the time to come up with 15K by myself, so that was quite sad, and I think there are a lot of students in my position as well.
For what I didn't go for NOC or SEP is because that I have to do tuition because I pay for my own school fees. Yeah, so I can't afford to.
It may seem that building a level playing field is difficult, but universities must look into building more opportunities for less privileged but equally competent students. Rohini Samtani, National University of Singapore.